clearly the timing was a surprise. Another surprise here is that this did not exclude goods in transit, Joe. What do we know so far?
We know we just got a heck of a lot more tariffs. In our story today, we quoted a Michigan State professor who is focused on supply chains and said, if you count everything that just got listed in inclusions for new tariffs, it's 6 times more than the total that we saw in the 2018 time period. So this is a massive expansion of what is actually covered. I think importantly for people to know, as you showed up on the screen there, these are derivatives, right? So these are derivatives of steel and aluminum. I think it was a surprise because, well, one, maybe a lot of people just forgot that there was a comment period for inclusions. But also the timing was never quite clear to the market. And so for it to drop here, like over the weekend, basically, I do think that comes as a bit of a shock. And as you said, it's instant. So you didn't have a time period to move or ship any sort of products into the country ahead of that tariff coming in. So a lot of people are probably going to be pretty upset by that.
Yeah, I wonder, Joe, if you're an importer and all of a sudden the goods that you've already ordered that are in transit are now going to cost more than you expected, that's a big burn. And the question is, are you then a little bit more shy next time you import stuff? Are we going to see this coming through in economic numbers because people are afraid to put in orders?
Yeah, Matt, I think it's fair to wonder that out loud, right? I think one of the things that we're watching tariffs broadly, right, is kind of the dislocations that we're constantly seeing coming out from announcements, being far away from expectations. This might count as one of those. People, again, not knowing that there would be a massive list of inclusions coming at the time that it did. There was a comment period for people to ask for those inclusions. I understand that the ones who asked pretty much got them granted. But a good example comparing this is like looking at the copper market just a few weeks ago. Most of the copper market had expected that refined copper would be tariffed. And so they spent months shipping metal into the United States ahead of tariff announcement. Of course, the president came out and did not announce that he was going to tariff refine. And instead, it was on products specifically. Slightly different here, but it still shows you had a massive dislocation in the market. Copper dropped 20% that day. I think it's getting really difficult for buyers in the United States to predict what they can do moving forward. When you're shipping, you're talking about 90-day time periods. And for this to happen overnight, I think it hurts.